One of my favorite ways to start the day is with protein. Protein keeps me satisfied, it stabilizes my blood sugar, it makes me feel the best that I can feel all throughout the day. So anytime I'm making any kind of breakfast, I think about how can I add protein to it. So what better way to start the day than with a giant 1-minute breakfast cookie that has 14 grams of protein. So I'm gonna start by making this cookie. We're gonna add 1/4 cup of oats, 1 tablespoon of sweetener of choice, 1 tablespoon of protein powder, 2 tablespoons of oat flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of honey, 3 tablespoons of yogurt, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of chocolate chips. So this recipe, what I love about it is not only is it really delicious and it adds protein, but it's so simple. You literally add a few things to a bowl, you microwave it for a minute, and it's ready. So not only is this recipe great for breakfast, but it's great for a treat, because how many times are you just thinking, oh, I just need something sweet, like a cookie. It just sounds perfect to just have a cookie right now. But you don't necessarily want to make a cookie because you know that it's not just one cookie. You're making it usually an entire tray of cookies, and then comes the self-control to not eat the whole tray. So this is great because you're just making one single perfectly portioned cookie that has a good amount of protein in it to keep you satisfied. Now I did use oats and oat flour in this recipe. If you just have oats on hand, you don't have oat flour, you can just blend some of your oats into a flour to make the oat flour. And the protein powder in this recipe can be substituted with additional oats if you don't have protein powder, but that's where a lot of the protein comes in. We also have Greek yogurt, which adds a good amount of protein as well. So we're just gonna add everything to a bowl. We're gonna stir it up. And really the quota now for protein is to have at least 30 grams of protein per meal. That's kind of like what doctors are saying and what nutritious and health food experts are saying is 30 grams of protein is what you should kind of aim for. And the reason being is protein, and especially anywhere from 20 to 30 grams, is really gonna keep you satisfied and keep your blood sugar stable. And it's something that I've been doing for years. I just now kind of laugh because now people are all kind of catching up to the protein trend going on. But it's something that I've been doing for so long. And really how I started to get into high protein, high fiber, you know, looking into low glycemic index carbohydrates, healthy fats, is I started just doing my own research when I was in nursing school. Started going to the library and really researching about nutrition and thinking, how can I best fuel my body so that the food not only tastes good, but it actually makes my body feel good. And that's when I started learning about the power of protein. It has healing benefits, it helps build muscle, sustain muscle. It also really helps our bodies digest carbohydrates and sugars more slowly so that we feel better with our energy levels. It really is quite the powerful nutrient. All right, so I just scooped this cookie dough onto a plate that I sprayed with cooking spray. That's important or else you won't get the cookie off. And then I'm just kind of forming it into a cookie shape with a spoon. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just try and make it evenly thick throughout so that it cooks evenly when you microwave it. Then we're gonna top it with my favorite part, chocolate chips. And you could leave the chocolate chips off, or you could add any kind of topping that you'd like. I feel like strawberries would also be really good on this if it was a summer morning. So we're gonna pop this in the microwave for 1 minute. If it's a little bit too soft, you could add another 30 to 60 seconds.